Oh, how you doing? Listen, it's actual apple juice today. Unfortunately, I don't have the... I mean, it's always apple juice. What am I talking about? We always have apple juice. It's never anything else. Listen, lateness is greatness. How are you doing? Welcome up into the building. You already know what time it is. It's time for the Chelsea versus West Ham review. Oh, I'm so exhausted and drained because this team can never just put away anybody. I won't say I was 3 hours late. Big up to the whole chat. Lateness is greatness. You already know what time it is. Listen, this game can never be easy. This lovely game, this beautiful game that we talk about when it comes to football can never be easy. We didn't review the last game. We're back doing normal reviews. The drama's over. The apple juice is here. I mean, listen, there's a lot to talk about with this game because it was so similar to Atletico Madrid. It was like there was a control about us today. But again, 1-0, keeping it nervy, keeping it unsettling for the fan base as per usual. Can never just wrap up a game nicely, can we? Can never just, take a 2 or 3-0 lead. Maybe one day I don't want to be sweating. Maybe one day I don't want to be, rocking back and forth on my seat in my sofa. Maybe one day I just want to watch Chelsea and just relax. Maybe just relax. That's all I'm asking for. Just a nice, comfortable win. We had the chances, people. We had the chances. But we had the chances. But big up to yourselves. Heart Attack FC is back in the building. Another W. Well, I'm not going to say another W. We're back on the W's after the Brighton game. Bloody hell, man. We needed that. Big BP Productions. Big up yourself. Big up to everyone in the chat. Let's talk about Timo Werner, right? Because I think man the match. Do I give it to Timo Werner? I probably would give it to one of the defenders or Mason Mount, but I'm not sure yet. So let me not pretend like I know yet. The vote has just gone up. Chelsea have just tweeted it. There you go. There's the notification. Timo Werner today could have had a hat trick. He could have had so many more goals than he got, and that really is the story of his season because his finishing just lets him down. Like he took his goal very well. Let's talk about that. The build-up play, brilliant. Great hold-up play, puts it into Pulisic, who gets it to Chilwell. And then Chilwell, massive praise to Chilwell because I've seen a lot of the time this season, and maybe we need to be a bit more responsible out wide because we do spam the crosses in at let's be real. The delivery is usually very good from Reece James, but sometimes I just think to myself, if we just calm down and try and pick someone out specifically, yeah, just everybody just calm down and look for cutbacks because let's be real, no one's really that good in the air outside Giroud, so the ball should really always be on the ground anyway. But instead of just slashing it across the goal, who, let's be real, the forwards never seem to read the runs. Let's try and see if we can pick people out. Let's see if we can do cutbacks. And it was a great cutback from Chilwell, found Timo Werner, and then lovely finish. Just along the ground, simple finish, calm and composed in the back of the net. But. And also set up a great chance for Pulisic. Let's not forget. Down the right-hand side, cutback for Pulisic. Again, that's what I want. Cutbacks. Looking for your man. Don't be rushing. Don't be spamming stuff across the box. Look. Get your head up. Really good ball into Pulisic, and he messes up the finish. But he could have had more. Like, what was the finish with? What was the finish when Mount took the shot and it come back out to you, and then you put it wide? What's going on, man? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I like though? Because I'm not really going to put too many negatives on today. Because for me, I did say going into the game, I don't really mind too much about the performance. I just need the W. I just need the win. And that's what we got. So I don't really have massive complaints. Of course, Pulisic didn't have the greatest game. And I kind of felt that in my preview when we was picking our teams, me, Sam, Mayo, we kind of, I said, Timo Werner, yeah, I think in this kind of game should start. Started against Man City and, played very well. But I think when Timo Werner is playing, I think the best player to have playing with him is Ziyech, because Ziyech isn't going to really dribble too much, but he'll pick his head up and he'll try and find him. And if you watch Timo Werner in this game, every time he tried to make a run in behind, and you need people to pick him out. When we did pick him out, he had a great run down the right, cutting on his left, took the shot, great save from Fabianski. W settings only, 100%, bro, in the chat. So if you're going to play Timo Werner, for me, I feel like Ziyech complements him, because Ziyech will try those balls in behind a little bit more than a Pulisic. Pulisic's more dribbling, running, connecting. And like, you know, that's kind of his style. He's more of a dribbler. So that's the one thing that I would have said we could have looked into a bit earlier. But yeah, I thought Fabianski, let's give some praise to him. He made a lot of good saves. But yeah, Timo Werner could add more goals. But for me, good performance from him. Do you know what I mean? It's better. And the attitude, I just have to speak about that. The interview that he did after the game, his brother's like cracking jokes. I didn't really get the jokes, but brother's cracking jokes and just seems to be living life, just loving life. The attitude is spot on. That's one thing I've always said. Technically, there's a lot to sort out. There's a lot to work on. I've always said that, and he needs to keep improving. Really, next season, I think, will be hopefully when we see him, you know, a bit more consistent in his output. But attitude-wise, spot on. Keeps getting in the right positions, and I think that's why Tuchel continues to use him. You know, he's been rotated a bit more, which is good. This is what I wanted. I didn't want him to just start every single game. If he's not playing well, don't start him. But if he's going to play well and he's going to play how he did against Man City, which I thought was a good performance as well, made a lot of runs in behind, found Ziyech for the goal twice. One was offside, one for the goal. And then again today, made an impact. Yes, he wasn't complete. Yes, he could have scored more. Yes, there's parts of his game that need to improve, but he made the impact. He got the goal. So I give him credit for that. Guys, let's talk about these shots, right? How many shots on goal did we have today? Let me go and check, because Mount was popping them off long range. He had a couple that dipped and swerved, and Fabianski just today was he was not having it. Do you know what I'm saying? He was not having it. Obviously, like I said, Timo had a left foot shot as well. Obviously, that miss, which came from Mount's long shot in the first place. 17 shots. Yeah, we had 17 shots today. 6 on target. So we were shooting a lot more today. I thought to myself in that final bit of play as well, a lot of people are getting onto Tammy with his missed chance. I thought the ball was a bit too high for him, if I'm being honest. Now, some of you saying he could have scored. I thought the chance was a bit difficult. It was a bit just too high for him. Really good play from Mount on the left. Really good play. And we have to also remember, take into account, Tammy's not sharp, and Tammy's not good with his head anyway. So let's just not even pretend like as if we was expecting him to put that in the back of the net. It was a bit high, but he's not really good with his head anyway. So a different player, maybe actually someone who's a bit better with their leap and has a bit more control over their leap, could have got that goal. But because Tammy in the air is just not very good, then I wasn't really expecting it. And on top of that, he's very, very rough right now. He hasn't played any football since like February. So I'm not really going to come too hard on him. Now, I want to focus really the praise, because a lot of people will criticize Tammy, and you can go and do that, cool. But I think the main thing here to focus from that piece of play was Mason Mount. Down that left-hand side, skinning people, skinning these motherfuckers. Beautiful. Skinning them and getting that ball into the box. And he was really good today. He was the one guy that was taking them shots, being active, and that's why I want him in the half space. How many times do I have to keep saying it? A lot of people saying, oh, we can move him back into midfield. Maybe in the future as he gets older. You know, Lampard moved into a 6th position as his career moved on as well. He played in a double pivot with Mata and Oscar and Hazard ahead. Cool. But right now, Mason Mount in the half space in the double 10 is needed. And you saw today why. Picked up the ball so many times and turned. And that is the key here. That is the key. So, and look how many shots he took as well. For me, right now, that was the main thing against Brighton that I thought we was missing. Mason Mount in the half spaces, a little bit higher up the pitch, get the ball fizzed into him so he can turn and we can move. That is what we got today. You know, Pulisic was quiet. Unfortunately, I didn't really see too much from him. He's been in good form. He's been improving. Him and Ziyech are kind of on a similar, I've said this before, similar upward trajectory, both of them, getting impacts, getting goals, having good games, then going in and out and dipping. So you can kind of rotate between those two. I feel like Pulisic would be your starter, but right now, you know, if you're going to play Werner up front in some games like this, then like I said, I think Ziyech just complement him a bit better. When you play Havertz, Pulisic complements him a bit better. I personally would have wanted to see Pulisic and Havertz against Real Madrid, Timo Werner and Ziyech today. You got to keep rotating. Obviously, great defense again, clean sheet. Mendy comes back into the team. A lot of you guys thought, you know, potentially I was quite harsh because not starting Kepa in this game. I just feel like if you're going to play, whoever you're playing against Real Madrid, you need to play in this game. And that defense as well. Christensen played. Aspie right wing back. A lot of people didn't like that. I didn't really speak on Twitter. I'm not going to lie to you people. I didn't really say too much. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I usually tweet during the game. You guys see me, I usually tweet. I decided today I'm not going to tweet. I'm just going to be quiet. I want to see what it's like to not tweet during the game. It was interesting. Just to watch everybody else's reaction to things and just take it all in. I thought Aspie right wing back, I'm not a fan of it long term. I don't like it. I thought Fredericks kind of did bits on that side. Wasn't great. You know, I prefer him in the right side centre back position. I think that suits him a lot more. That's where he's played under Kante. That's where he played under Tuchel. But there must have been a reason as to why he moved him there. He doesn't usually play Aspie out there. He usually plays Reece James or he plays Callum Hudson-Odoi. I personally wanted Callum Hudson-Odoi to start this game, but it is what it is. We won. I think Aspie was played there because he was very afraid of the counter-attack. He went with more defenders today than he usually would by not playing Hudson-Odoi out there. Reece James is even more attacking than Aspie, so he really went defensive there with Christensen, with Silva. Silva was brilliant today. Plays the game effortlessly, like as if he's just going for a kick with his mates, kicking the ball with his mates. Brother's just clean. Rudiger and Chilwell, who was really good today as well. I'm guessing that's the threat of the counter. I'm guessing it has to be. That's the only reason why I can think as to why he was so cautious. I mean, it was a massive game. It was a must-win. So I did say I wanted Aspie back in the team because he missed out against Brighton. I just didn't want him in that position, but it is what it is. I don't think we should keep persisting with that, by the way. I don't want to see that too much more. I think Reece James, you know, I keep saying I actually, you know, not sure if I want Reece James there long term either, because I feel like he's a right wing back. He's got a few things I'd want him to do to keep progressing in that role. I do want to see him at right side centre back, but I definitely would rather see Reece than Aspie at right wing back. So I'm 100% sold on that. Listen, people, I'm going to bring in the first brother into the stream. Grand Dam. I was giving a bit of heat on Twitter. You can't get away with it, bro. I'm sorry. You know when you said it against West Brom, yeah? I was pissed, you know what? I was like, this guy really can't be doing this.
What was this? The Jorginho propaganda. Now, man is chilling. Apologies, guys. I have a migraine today. I don't know where it came from. I actually feel very ill, but I have to turn up on this stream at least. And I'm coming from, I don't know if it's because I saw Timo Werner's misses. This brother, I don't know how he manages to score a goal, yeah. But Brewski still just comes out there and shits on the pitch, bro. You know, I'm coming from, man is moving like Bruno Fernandes. His effect on the pitch is not all that, but he's still getting the goal or the contribution. You know, I'm coming from, but
yeah.
Overall, Matisse, all I've got to say is, we've done the business and we keep it moving swiftly and bombastically onto the next game. I don't know about you, but this whole game wasn't the most entertaining thing to watch. Now I'm coming from that red card at the end.
It's one of those games you just take it and you move in it swiftly.
Swiftly. Yeah. Exactly. That's just how it is. So obviously we came into the shop, we did our thing. Werner came in, scored the goal, and then that was pretty much it. Tammy Abraham came on. I don't know if you saw that miss at the end. Boom, Boras. But brother came in. Did you see the miss at the end? Tammy's header, fam. Did you see it? Did you not see him? Did you not see it, fam?
When it comes to Tammy, right? Like I said, I feel like it would. I'm not gonna lay into him too much. I thought
no, I'm not laying into him. I'm just asking if you saw it. I'm just saying if you saw it. That's what I'm asking, innit?
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, once again, it just sort of sums up how our attack is overall. Them, man, just finishing-wise, they are not really on it. You know what I'm saying? Matisse, honestly, you're encouraging me to go and do something I don't want to do to get my own apple juice. Because I've got a headache and I got pop apple juice.
Who would you give man the match to?
Man of the match? Raw, that's a hard one, you know.
It's a difficult one, because I've been thinking on it since the start of the stream. And I haven't made a decision. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've made no decision.
What are your thoughts on Mason Mount?
I thought Mason Mount was really good. I really prefer him in that double 10 position. I really do. Yeah. Because when you play him deeper, it's like, again, he's the brother that you need to be fizzing the ball into, not the one that needs to do the fizzing. You can get someone else to put the ball into him, you know, whether that be Jorginho, whether that be whoever. But him in that half space is so energetic, and he's the only one that's not afraid to take a shot. Look how many shots he had. He had a great shot that was dipping. Fabianski saved it. Another one that was curling that Fabianski pushed away, and then another one that I think was pushed into Werner, and then obviously that miss. So I think, you know, I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of the one that I'm thinking for man the match. I was looking at others throughout the game, but I said to myself, the way that I look at it is, who would we have missed if they weren't playing in this match? Who would have made the difference if they were to take them out of that team? Would we have not won the game? And I'm looking at.
Also say you can also see Thiago Silva today in that backline was solid, bro. Because like West Ham at some points I thought was good game, bro. Do you know I'm coming from? I thought West Ham were actually going to come out there and do some business. Do you know I'm coming from in that back? But Thiago Silva locked up shop. Do you know what I mean? Locked up shop, prevented them from getting any intricate play done in and around that box. Obviously, them missing Basmati Rice was also very pivotal and important for us. But like for me,
Basmati Rice was cheering when we scored. I'm telling you, Basmati Rice. Yeah. As soon as we scored, it was like, come on, yes.
Do you know what I saw? I saw someone on Twitter say that he's glad that Tuchel didn't have to witness Basmati Rice on the pitch. Oh my god, people are funny as hell, man. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people in the comments are saying Mount. Honestly,
to the comments, everybody's saying
Mount.
I'm inclined to agree.
I saw a Werner shout, Rascal out.
Yeah, there's a few Werner shouts, but there's a few Thiago Silva shouts. It's mostly Mason Mount. I'll give it to the chat. I think you guys are spot on, to be honest.
Yeah. And once again, a lot of people need to realize, like, you lot see this, they nearly caught you out there. But you might need to
watch 75 minutes of the game. What are you trying to say?
I think it was when I was talking about the Tammy Abraham thing, because your internet is a bit delayed, so you pause for like a few seconds, isn't it? That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah. You know when you're watching Sky Sports and then the brothers are there and then they're waiting awkwardly. That's what happened just now for me. So Matisse was just there like, listen, I was like, maybe my internet is gone. But I said, bro, Mason Mount, like you said, in our position here with two number 10s, he excels. He absolutely excels, especially when the chemistry in between the two 10s is actually on point. Do you know where I'm coming from? They know how to bounce off each other. They know when one should move, when the other should wait. So they are just starting to build up that chemistry up front, and I'm liking the way Tuchel is utilizing him. So once again, he keeps on performing very well, Matisse. You know, I'm coming from, we swapped over managers. A lot of people felt like Mason Mount would not be successful under a different coach other than Frank Lampard, but he's coming week in, week out. He keeps on putting in these absolutely top-class performances. And do you know what else as well that people are not going to acknowledge? Is the fact that he bounced back after that game against Brighton. Do you know I'm coming from? Came back stronger, came back better, came back more solid, and he was really good. Do you know I'm coming from? W settings and W settings only. So,
hold on. I think I've missed something. Kevin. Okay, there we go. StreamYard are moving very weird with super chat. Sorry. So Kevin said, "Can we end the formation? Is why we don't score anymore." Yeah, I've never really understood that logic. This formation creates quite a lot of chances. So as we saw today, you know, we created loads of chances today. We could have won by 2, 3, 4 goals. Like, you know, Werner on his own could have scored a hat-trick. Then take into account Mason's shots from distance as well. Pulisic had a great chance in the first half, which he really should have capitalized on. He caught it. I don't know if he just didn't expect the ball to get to him or what happened there. But you know, you usually think to yourself he's gonna capitalize on that, but just didn't happen. So we could have really peppered these guys today. Really peppered them. That's the only frustrating thing. But as I keep saying, this defense is what's really gonna lead us to any success this season. The attack. 100. You know, I said to myself when Tuchel came in, the attack can't be fixed overnight. It's not going to be a click of a finger of to see Timo Werner and Kai Havertz and all these guys just suddenly hit form. Now they've subsided my expectations in terms of how long it's going to take. Potentially, like I said, now it's going to have to be a pre-season, a new season, a rest. I've spoken about player welfare so many times recently now. You know, defense wins titles, like they say. We ain't winning the title, but maybe the defense can win some cups. So we just have to keep chugging it along. We really are relying on this defense keeping clean sheets, and then just to nab, cheeky nab, as they say on Twitter, just nab a goal, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's
how it is. Bro. You're not wrong, innit? You're not wrong. Like, if you look at every single goal we scored, especially important ones, like, they've not even been that spectacular. Look at that goal we scored against Porto, counter-attack settings, you understand? Yeah. Look at the goal we scored against City, more or less counter-attack settings or tap-in settings. So that's the kind of goals we've been scoring right now. But then again, like you said, Tuchel is not dumb. Do you know where I'm coming from? Building and trying to fix up your attack halfway through the season after all the things that happened was never going to work. So what do? You make your team unbeatable from defense. It's better for you to take draws than to take L's. Do you know where I'm coming from? And that Tuchel knows this. So he's just literally, you know what? Let's set up in such a way where we defend with one thing with Tuchel's defending is he doesn't just defend with the man, he defends with the ball. And the thing is, when you have the ball so much, okay, and you have the opportunity to pass it around as much as Chelsea do, a goal is inevitable. So the way he set us up is absolutely is superb. It's honestly superb. The more I look down at it and the way I look into things as well, especially with the fullbacks, you've got fullbacks that can cause overloads on either side. and you can still get that defensive capability when you're going backtracking as well. The more I think about this setup, especially considering how underwhelming our strikers have been, it's absolutely amazing, bro. Do you know where I'm coming from? It's been really, really good. So that narrative where people talk about Kevin, you're spitting, do you know what I'm saying? The narrative about not having a formation that's not good enough to score. Yeah, you could probably say in a wider formation like a 4-3-3, you can potentially score more goals and create more chances. But creating more chances with a team that can't really finish and then not really defend that well on that defensive.
Then you're going to start messing up the balance of the team.
Exactly. So. Man has done it. Man has done it justice. He's done it justice. So
man says #Bambi never fails. Big up Kevin for the super chat.
Kevin is a G. Kevin is a G, fam. Trust me, fam.
Yeah, I've definitely seen Kevin in here a lot. Maybe I should make him mod if he wants to be mod.
Bro, Kevin speaks so well as well. Honestly, the guy is a G.
You've had him on your channel.
He's a G, bro. He's a G.
Lovely.
He's a G.
Mohammed, do you think Werner is quite good enough for Chelsea? Yes, he scored what could have been the most important goal of the season, but misses so many chances. I mean, Dami, what do you make of that? Long term, I always say give up the end.
Respectfully, when I start sentences respectfully these days, it's a bit wild, isn't it? But respectfully, I will give him to the end of the season. I've adapted this Matisse thought process of having somebody relax for one season, give them that chance to merge over. I keep making that same old fish and chips, sausages and German bear joke that people keep laughing over. You know, have you heard that one before, Matisse? I keep making the exact same thing. Right, basically, I've said that Werner had to adjust. He left the land of broth sauce, sausages, and German bear and came down to the land of fish and chips, bro. You understand? Man had to fix up and get used to all the different bits and bobs around London town. So at the end of the day, like for me personally, I would like to see him succeed, but respectfully, Matisse, this guy should not be missing them kind of chances, bro. I don't know if he, like, honestly, if you can't see, next season, the margin for error for Werner is so low. Honestly, the margin for error is so low. Next year, we're probably going to buy another striker. Okay. Tuchel, did you see Tuchel's reaction to one of his misses during the game? Tuchel, fam. I saw Tuchel's reaction and I said, broski, this man is not on the team. Do you know where I'm coming from? And Tuchel knows, but Tuchel has a difficult thing to work with. That's why he keeps on trying to play Werner.
Do you remember Tuchel's reaction when Tammy scored that goal in training and did and Tammy did the knee slide. His brother did a whole knee slide in training, and then Tuchel just looked at him.
Tuchel was like, do you know what it is? Yeah, I think Tuchel saw that and was like, nah. I love the that look from Tuchel looking at Werner miss that chance reminded me of the Tammy thing. I think Tuchel's just gonna go to hell with these guys in the summer and just be like, fuck you. You know, as with Tuchel, I think he saw that, and he was like, was like, yo, listen, I think, bro, you're not gonna play again. I think that's why Tammy hasn't been playing from. I think Tuchel saw that. I said, nah, G, we're not gonna see you on the pitch again, bro. And then can you imagine Tuchel? He's like, you know what?
They've got to stop this shameless stuff, man. I'm telling you, we need. Tuchel's not here for this nonsense, fam. I'm telling you, Tuchel is not here for this nonsense, fam. His look,
and the thing is, the thing is that these players need to realize as well is that if Tuchel keeps on doing the madness that he's doing, I can promise you nobody at board level saw us performing this well right now. Do you know where I'm coming from? Absolutely nobody. If he secures that FA Cup, secures the Champions League final, okay, and also secures the top 4 settings as well, bro, let me tell you right now, his leverage in the boardroom when it comes to transfers would be unmatched. Do you know where I'm coming from? Because they will see what he's done with players that he didn't have a chance to even meet that much. They will see what he's done with a lesser squad. They will see what he's done with an underperforming attack, and they'll just give him what he wants. So back to Werner, for me, Werner, may God forgive this brother if we sign a striker, okay? And he misses like 3 chances, he's going to go bench, bro. Relegation, fam. They're going to relegate him to the gulag. Do you know where I'm coming from? Gulag setting straight up, fam. He won't come out again. He straight up won't come out again. So Broski needs to come on and switch on the form, bro. If not, he's done that in these streets. You just see Tuchel. Red card, fam. You understand? Red card settings and whatnot. So like, he needs to move properly, fam. You know them ones there.
as I keep saying with these new signings, next season they got to step up. Do you know what I'm saying? The margin for error will be a lot less. What do you make of this here? The red card, because for me, I thought it was harsh.
I thought it was really harsh. I thought that, for me personally, if that red card had happened to me, I'd be fuming. You know them ones. Let's just keep it like that. Because one thing I always tell people about red cards, it's not really hard to determine whether it's controversial or not. Look at the red card, okay? If you feel like you would be angry and cheated if you got that as a red card, as your one of your players got that, then it's a problem. If like Mason Mount got that or Thiago Silva got that, I'd be fuming, blood. I'd be absolutely fuming, because for me, that's like, it's so unfair. Obviously, West Ham were trying to get back into the game. I had a lot of control, but then them getting that red card literally put a dagger in the whole team.
He got the ball, and then his foot just like continued to keep going, but it wasn't intentional. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you could have booked him, but to give him a red for me, I think that'll probably get overturned. That'll probably get overturned anyway. It was a yellow card for a high foot. To give him a red, bit harsh. Do you know what I'm saying? Bit harsh.
It was very hard.
I spoke about Aspie earlier. I thought Aspie didn't have a great game today. Him and Pulisic were very quiet, and I didn't think Aspie were very good today. I don't really like him in that position. I can't lie. It's not for me.
Honestly, bro, once again, a lot of people on the TL, when the lineup came out, once again today, like I said, I'm a bit on the ill side today. I don't know what it is, but like the whole thing with you not tweeting, I only tweeted like once or twice, really. I didn't even tweet that much. I think I even tweeted the picture after the match to show you how much of a headache I have. But literally, as I was watching the game and people started talking about the lineup, bro, when I saw the lineup and I saw Aspie right wing back, honestly speaking, I was going to say something, but these days I've clocked that I can't say anything in jest anymore. Now I'll be dragged. So let me just let me keep quiet. If I say anything jokingly now, people take it for the gospel, bro. I literally came on that Drew's tweet about Jorginho. Man, they were gutted on me, fam. I had like 17 replies, bro. Honestly, I can't be bothered. But for me, Aspilicueta coming into that position, maybe if it was a few years ago when he had more legs, you understand? When he was more legs.
Because that's
but my point is that I'm just saying
defensive. Like he's always been a defensive guy. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not an attacker. He's the brother he's the wingman. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not the wingman. He's the brother that wants to ask the girl out, and you'd happily hand your daughter to a brother like that because he's got his shirt tucked in and he's all smart and he's a very good guy. But he's not going to really approach her. Do you know what I'm saying? So he needs a wingman. He's not an attacker. He's a defensive, cultured man. He's not an attacking guy. He doesn't go for the smoke. That's Reece James. Do you know what I'm saying? That's Callum Hudson-Odoi. They're the attacking guys. For me,
that's what I wanted to see, bro. That's what I wanted to see. That game was crying for Callum. If I had Callum on that right hand side,
I don't know. Callum's not really
honestly. Do you know? I mean, somebody just told me was I don't know, innit? Like, I don't believe it in it, but like that's what man them were saying still. You know them ones there. Have you seen that?
It wasn't me, but I heard someone.
I'm not the one that said it in it. I'm not the one that said it. I'm not the one that said it in it. But like,
yeah.
maybe I might agree with them ones in it. Do you know I'm coming from? But let me just because honestly, bro, like, why is he not playing no more? Why is he not playing no more? How many people now let me not go down that route. But at the end of the day, like for me, it just didn't make sense, bro. Aspilicueta, what's he doing there? Callum Hudson-Odoi has been resting, chilling. Are you telling me I'm going to or do you think, Matisse, and hear me out here, yeah? I'm just thinking out loud. Do you think Tuchel is going to set up like this against Real Madrid?
What, this formation? Or what?
The same team.
Oh God, I hope not. Jesus Christ.
Because I'm feeling because see that
I'll be away from home. I'll be away from home in the first game.
I don't think we are. Hold on, let me check. I think we are.
I think we are away.
We're away from home. Yeah, we're away from home. Yeah, away from home.
Makes a difference. I mean, we're basically playing in a car park. The way that Paris has been moving, his brothers. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to pull out them street.
Like I said, yeah. If we're not getting dodgy decisions left, right, and center in our favor from UEFA referee, then I don't know what's going on. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm expecting to see penalties, free kicks, VAR, squiggly lines, not straight. I'm expecting the whole 9 yards from that game. So we shouldn't have a problem getting past them. Touchwood now, I'll probably get knocked out. Rodri says, would you guys still want Rudiger sold in the summer if we keep this same formation next season? Here's my issue, right? Rudiger on the pitch has been absolutely splendid. Stupendous. Off the pitch,
stupendous.
Off the pitch, there's been some issues, and he hasn't signed a new contract yet. So it's not like as if Rudiger himself has even told you where he's going to be in the future because he hasn't signed a new contract. There's been a few issues with Chelsea, previous manager maybe, or the board or whatever. He's not feeling loved. He doesn't feel appreciated, whatever. So there's been some issues. There's also been some fighting. You know, everybody like fighting. There's been a bit of. There's been some difficult tackles. There's been some bloody noses. There's been some big tackles.
Yeah, trying to get blocked here.
Yeah, so listen, I don't want to get rid of Christensen playing like this. It's really whoever offers the most money, I can't lie. Because somebody's, if we're going to bring in a centre-back, like Rafael Varane, who you've been linked to, somebody's got to go, right? Now, if you're picking between Thiago Silva's a hell no. Let's just move that. Zuma is an option. But is he going to get you money right now? I don't know. He's not really... I don't know. Maybe. Him, Christensen and Rudiger can all command a good amount of money from this defensive display that we've been running in the last few months. So, let the highest bidder win. Do you know what I'm saying? Wherever the cash comes. Because Rafael Varane, if that brother comes in, do you know what I'm saying? Man's not going to be complaining like that. Mark Gahey, I don't know, maybe loan him again to the Premier League team. I don't know. So, I'm not really too fussed. But if I'm picking... right now, with the way that Rudiger's been moving off the pitch and with the beef and thing, maybe he's the most. Maybe he's the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe he's the one. So,
but do you think Tuchel is going to do that? Because obviously, them man have a good relationship in it. Do you know where I'm coming from?
I don't know. I don't know if they go to dinner and all that. I don't know.
Do you remember Kufax?
Huh?
Do you remember Kufax, our boy fam?
No.
This is the Don.
I do. Yeah.
I told you I apologized to you as well after the streaming. Remember? You're muted.
Sorry, and then I seen him gunning for me again in some other comment section.
But nah, bro, it's sunlight. Even in my gaff as well, it's kind of like the sunlight is still out. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is in Ireland. Them man are moving a bit different. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that weather, fam. Hella peng still. Do you know what I mean? 15, 16 degrees today, sunlight settings and whatnot. You know, I'm coming from. I was feeling even frisky, fam. You know what I mean? But let me pull up. I was going to pull up my new jacket, but less of that. But you know them ones there, fam. Sunlight settings are a bit different than the UK. I don't know how it is with I think you're in India. I'm guessing that's rupees. So it's probably 3 a.m. or something like that. But now, once again, with this, like I was saying, with the whole Rudiger situation, for me, that is literally because from a performance standpoint, from a performance standpoint, at the end of the day, I really honestly feel that there's not really too much to separate a lot of the centre-back we got right now. I know somebody has mentioned to me that Varane is kind of like a secondary centre-back and he needs someone to actually help him to perform a bit better.
His whole Real Madrid
career. Yeah, that's what people say. But once again, you never know till you take him out of the pond, innit? Is it a risk we're willing to take? I'm not too sure. What have you seen that's making you laugh, bro?
I'm just looking at Anita in the background, fam.
Anita, what's she doing? I need to see this, fam. Oh my god, expose her, fam.
I don't want him here. You saw what he was like when Ramos injured for a couple of weeks. I mean, he's showing his ass. He did the same thing last season, showing his ass. He cannot play in this team. We have meaty defenders. We don't need another one. Thank you. No, I don't want him.
Anita came on smoke, lad.
I don't want him.
She just came on smoke.
No, the Varane talk that I've been hearing this weekend has to stop. Why is he top of our list? I don't want him here. He's not a leader. Dude, no. I don't want him here. Thank you. But no. Jesus. Good evening. Hello.
Yo, Anita's on smoke. Listen, you know what I mean? I can't really disagree. Do you know what I mean? Like Varane is a top player though. So it depends. If you're moving back to a back four or you're sticking with the back three. Do you know what I'm saying? It really does depend on what you're doing. He shouldn't be top of the list. The top of the list, I keep saying and I maintain, is a striker. You saw today the amount of missed chances, the amount of this defense is keeping clean sheets. This defense has got no problem with it. Even the midfield structure, Jorginho played very well. And he's been playing quite well with Kante. Kova's been playing well.
Somebody said that he started taking cocaine. That's what he's playing for.
Who?
That's what somebody said.
Who?
Bro, that's funny, fam. Huh?
Who's taking it?
Somebody said that, fam, on Twitter, fam. Literally, Twitter.
Who's taking cocaine?
That Jorginho is taking cocaine. That's why he's playing so well. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god!
We're talking about Varane. Anyway, we do not
Varane, no,
on this channel.
I just came in on smoke.
What we need is a striker. That's what we need, yeah? We need a striker. Someone who's going to put the ball in the back of the net on a consistent basis. That is what this team clearly needs, as you can see. Thiago Silva is on level with Paolo Maldini. He is a football legend. People should respect him. He is a legendary centre-back. You know what I mean? He's been brilliant. And if we had got him in the prime next to John Terry, whew, could have been mad. But Anita, welcome into the building. Do you know what I'm saying? you came on some Varane smoke. How are you doing? How are you feeling after that win?
I'm okay. Listen, I'm okay. I'm okay with the win. I'm not overly excited or anything. It's just like, okay, another one in the back. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of these jammy games going forward. We're gonna. It was a jammy game. Like it was really jammy. There was no end product. It was kind of ridiculous going forward for us. But we held it down. It was a jammy game. Red card or no red card. I don't give a heck. We got the 3 points. 3 points. Have to get tech. Thank you. But honestly, I really don't have any bad things to say. The only thing I would say was decision making from Tuchel today was absolutely insane. But again, it got justified in it. But at the end of the day, I never want to see Aspilicueta play that wing back role again.
Do you think there was a reason for it though? Like maybe to stop the counter, or
I personally think whenever he was faced up against Fredericks. And he was not chasing after Fredericks. He was doing a good job, Whenever he was actually at the back, he was doing a good job. But I don't know what the purpose was, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think he did anything that Reece James couldn't have done, apart from Reece James would have been able to catch up to Fredericks more often. Fredericks made Aspilicueta look slower than he is. It was ridiculous. I was thinking, am I watching Alonso recover? It looked like I was watching Alonso on recovery. It was pretty bad. The recovery was pretty bad, but Aspilicueta, he kept his composure. He didn't really make any mistakes. Like I'm going he didn't make any mistakes. Don't get me wrong, but it was just the race between him and Fredericks that was just comical. Beating several times.
I can understand resting Reece James for the game against Real Madrid, but then to not play Hudson. Yeah, where's Callum? Because Callum in that role was kind of reborn under Tuchel in that role. So I'm kind of surprised to not see him in a game for a while now. We haven't really seen Callum. Do you know what I'm saying? He's been kind of.
Is it weird that maybe, we seen Callum as right wing back and we thought like he was doing well, but do you think that Tuchel probably he's not really doing what Tuchel wants him to do, or what is it?
I don't know. I can't really say that because he played unbelievable in those first, few games at right wing back. He even got moved to left wing back at one point and made a great recovery. I think it was in that first game against Wolves. He was on really good form up until that game where he got hooked against Southampton. He's never really recovered from that in terms of being in this team consistently since that Southampton hooking. So I don't really know what's going on. I don't think there's anyone in the squad that I'm looking at for that right wing back spot, and I'm saying, yeah, you're like a real true right wing back. Do you know what I'm saying? No one's really doing it there for me yet. Like Reece James, he's very good, but there's some things where I'm like, right, what's wrong with you, Dami? Something wrong? What's wrong? Why? What's wrong with this guy?
Check the private chat.
Private chat? Shit. What am I going to read? Why? What's going on? What is he? What does that mean?
We were talking about Callum not playing.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You are idiots, man. Absolute clown setting. Such an idiot, fam. You're so stupid.
I'm sorry for people in the chat that want to know what was said, but sorry. I'm not the one that said it in it. I'm not the one that said it. I saw it on the TL.
You are the one that said it.
I saw it on the TL, bro.
I can clearly read it.
I saw it on TL settings, fam. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm not even paying that any attention. But
now, on the real though, on the real.
My dad said the same thing, but
no.
My dad said the same thing, and then he started talking about Tammy and started talking about.
This is so unfair on the chat.
James, you know what I'm saying? Reece James didn't play. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying in it.
Shut
you know,
up,
I'm
just shut up.
We're playing. It's not jokes.
Rokar, if Chelsea win a trophy, we just need to give Aspie the player of the season. He deserves it for everything he did for Chelsea. If he will be rewarded. Trust me. Like, he don't need to be given player of the season unjustly just because this is like, no, it's not necessary. Get him the Champions League medal and all will be well. All will be well. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, it's got to be. Look at Joyce. Joyce is hacked into your service, Dami.
What is that?
Joyce is hacked into Dami's service.
What is that? What is that? I'm not. See, I'm not the one that said it in it. It's not me in it. Like, I don't agree with that person as well, but I'm not the one that said it, and I'm not involved in it. Do you know what I'm saying? So like,
idiot. For me, look what you've done, fam. For me, Mason Mount's still player of the season for me. He's got to be. Do you know what I'm saying? He was brilliant today. Really good today. Took off a lot of shots. I mean, would you give it to Mason Mount, Anita, or are you giving it to someone else?
Well, player of the season.
Just man the match. Well, man the match today.
Oh, man of the match today. Oh God. I'll give it to Timo. Timo was
really?
He was the clear man of the match for me. In my opinion, you take Timo out of the team today, you take out the pace, you take out the fast passing, you take out the threat in the box. In my opinion, I feel like if I say this, people will say I have agenda. So I'm gonna say the forwards today. They just weren't.
Say it, man. We know Pulisic
wasn't adding up today.
No.
He wasn't.
You're spitting.
He wasn't adding up today. Today, I don't know what happened. Maybe he left his talent at home. But today it was just a bit meaty. It was very meaty from Pulisic, and it's just like he was so slow. He was a bit lethargic, and his decision making was a kind of woeful. And in my opinion, you take Werner out of the mix, it would have been 10 times worse. You know. So I think Werner was the shining star for us today. I will stay giving it to Werner. But you know what I'm liking about Mason Mount at the moment? Mason Mount's game has stepped up, and you can see it so clearly. His dribbling's better, decision making's better, and finally we have a forward who wants to shoot from outside the box. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus. We've been missing this for how long? So I'm enjoying Mason Mount's development. He's still my player of the season, but not man of the match for me today. I have to give it to Timo Werner.
Someone said Mason Mount is selfish. I wouldn't agree at all. I think it's taking responsibility. How many times do we see our attackers in shooting positions and they don't want to pull the trigger? For what reason, I will never know. If you don't shoot, you don't score. Look at that shot that he took with Fabianski, parried it out to Werner, and that should have been a goal. Fabianski again had to make a couple of saves to his left and palm it out for a corner or for whatever. So listen, you got to take shots, man. You have to. And for me, he was really good. Do you know what I mean? He had some great skill down the left-hand side, like I said earlier, for that Tammy cross at the end of the game. I think he's been really good, and he's actually creative. You know, he's creating chances in open play, which is what a lot of people criticize him for. He's creating opportunities. So, yeah, I'm happy to see that. Let's see. Just Mason Mount's decision making. Yeah, of course, the decision making can always improve, but he's a young player. But for what I'm saying is, just look at the attackers that we've splashed money on, and then look at the development of Mason Mount in his second season. That is what I'm hoping happens with these guys who have come in their first season and been up and down, or sometimes just down. I'm hoping their second season they show the kind of development that Mason Mount has shown in his second season. That's what I expect. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he has gone above and beyond to make sure that he improves. All of those, you know, last season, end product wise, there were so many times I'm saying to you, yo, bro, decision making. Where's the final pass? You can clearly, if you can't see the improvements, then God needs to guide you some. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't.
Man say you should read your Bible or go to the mosque, fam. I'm coming from one of the two.
I don't know how you couldn't see the improvement. I don't know how you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can clearly see it. Surely you have to be able to see it. But yeah, it's just one of those ones. What did you make of Kante? Because Kante, again, defensively doing well in midfield. That final third though, a couple times just moving a bit mad.
Yeah, but the thing about Kante is the final third. It's just
not his team.
Yeah, it's not.
Then he needs to stop going up there. Then
I feel like I blame our forwards. Like today, it was depressing seeing our front three forwards, right? And then you've got to understand that Aspilicueta takes out a threat going forward anyway. So we was left with the three forwards. Out of the three forwards, only one was managing to get into the box It is a concern. It is a concern.
It is. That's why I said
no choice but to go and try and take things into his own hands.
That's why I said before you came in. That's why I said before you came in. Truthfully, this isn't a dig at Kante as well, but once again, in this possession-based system where, like, obviously winning the ball further up the pitch is a very important attribute to have. If you do that, then you're allowed to get them on the counter. You understand? You get them on the upper counter, you catch them in transition, and that's what Kante is very good at. Catching teams are in transition where they're not going to be able to get stuff done. But the thing is, when you also win the ball in the final third like that, it would help if you could get better passes. Obviously, for me, you've got, and the thing is, people can talk about him not being able to pass as well, but it's not even like there are that many passing options into the box. Do you know where I'm coming from? Them man are not even making themselves available. They're not allowing any spaces for them to create any chances as well. But at the end of the day, like, our attack is still a concern. I said this before you came on with Matisse. I basically said that by next season, things are going to have to pattern up. Tuchel had one choice. You understand? It was either a pound of the defense or a pound of the attack.
This is why I disagree with this super chat, right? People are saying that we need a creative mid. What is Ziyech? What is Kai Havertz? What are these brothers, bro? They're meant to be creative midfielders. So we just signed creative midfielders. Havertz at Bayer Leverkusen, we spoke about how he plays the game effortlessly and he can pick out a pass against Rangers in the Europa League and he's playing effortless left foot balls into the space and he's great. Ziyech. No, this is what we spoke about. Ziyech. We spoke about Ziyech is meant to be the wizard, the creator. So why now does everybody talking about creative midfielders?
I want Shisha.
Let them do their second season. let Kai Havertz do his second season.
The fact that I spoke Yoruba as well. So I mean, I was expecting that. Oh my days.
Let Kai do his second season. Let Ziyech do his second season. Let Mason Mount develop again. Let these guys. These are the creators in the team. What do you mean we need more creators? Maybe we could do with someone who can pick a pass from deep, but you're nitpicking at that point. For me, you've got creators in the team. They just need to do their job.
We
do create chances.
It's really funny that we're now saying we need creators. In my opinion, I still think we need creators. I think what we're missing in this entire debacle is that player that can bust the transition for us so perfectly. That's the person we're missing.
We're missing a DM.
We're missing a DM and we're missing a Fabregas-esque type of player.
No, but the thing is, that's where I come in and disagree a bit. Do you know why I disagree? No, because I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but obviously, for me, whenever we have this conversation, I just look back to Nemanja Matic. That is what I look back. We don't even need someone that can pass as well as Fabregas, but Matic could also pass the ball. Matic was press resistant. Matic could take a shot. Matic wasn't going to get dispossessed by anybody either, and he could get his way around the box as well. Do you know what I'm coming from?
Like Declan Rice. That everyone slaughtered me for saying. Anyway, and you know what's so mad? I really think Jorginho can be pushed up the pitch a lot further if we had a DM as well, and he can be that creative outlet as well.
He does it for Italy, yeah.
I really think Jorginho can be that for us. Like, of course, we've got the Ziyech, we've got Havertz and everything, but of course, when Ziyech and Havertz, because sometimes they're not going to be playing, Jorginho can be that creative outlet for me. But hey, let's see how it goes next season, man. Let's get a DM.
Also, in that team, because just come to mind, obviously Rodgers took off for Fana at 60 minutes because of fasting as well. Who else in our team outside Kante's fasting? Because that is something that needs to put into.
I saw Ziyech is fasting.
Ziyech, Zuma, Rudiger. Mendy's fasting as well.
I know Kante is. I don't know any who else.
We have the most in our team. We have the most people who are of Islamic faith. So there's quite a number of them.
So we need to bring that into account with the analysis 100%. So to be fair, you know what I mean. That really you'd expect drop-offs.
Listen, that's the only reason why I'm not disrespecting Rudiger. It's the only reason I'm not disrespecting him because that guy switched off. He switched off so many times this match. And it's like, it's all well and good driving the ball forward. And I understand that, you need to get the ball forward. But defensively, he was switching off so much. But I'm not going to go in on him because, again, everyone has their different ways of handling Ramadan. And it will be very rude to disrespect him because of that. So I'm just going to put it down to the fact that, he hasn't eaten and he hasn't had a drink today. let's take it a bit easier on him. So yeah, that's the only reason why. But otherwise, N'Golo Kante, he still looked the same player. No, he still looked the exact same.
I just need him to play it simple in the final third. That's all I need.
100. But the thing is, like I said, Matisse, once again, the players are not even making it easy either. They are positioning, they're not giving themselves the opportunity for Kante to actually give a good decent pass. You know, I'm coming from. They're putting themselves in very claustrophobic areas, and you need, the thing is, with more claustrophobic areas, you need more technical passing ability, which Kante doesn't have. So that's why people are dragging his passing as much as they are. I don't feel like he's a supreme passer, but he's not dog shit either. Do you know I'm coming from? So like they just need to make themselves more available. But like next season,
I'd say the passing is average. Do you know what I mean? There's
average.
Time, like there was a left foot one in a game a couple games ago, which was on the counter as well, where it was just like a left-footed one out to Chilwell, which just was way over hit. I think the right-footed one today was a bit too close to the goalkeeper as well. So it's 50-50 for me, because the passing in those positions, you'd expect players to find the person, but obviously that's not his specialty in it. So it's difficult to really get onto him. You don't really ask players to do something that it's not in their makeup to do. Do you know what I'm saying? I would just like someone to just take it off of him. Cool, you've done your job. Now it's my thing. It's like a factory chain. You're moving through the different parts, the different departments. There's no need to not just give it over to the creator now. We're in the final third. Give it over. Let's see what we can do. Let me see. Fabianski with pants today. I mean, we only scored one goal, so I don't really know how. I don't really know how we could possibly start slandering Fabianski on here when we only scored one goal.
Let's talk about our forwards, fam. Let's talk about our players, please.
Virginia, the limited players, not Chelsea level.
Oh, God,
this conversation.
Are you guys tired? I've been seeing it all week. Are you people not tired?
I think it's the interview. It's the interview from yesterday. The interview.
Listen, I saw Matisse's tweet as well. Bigger picture. We're winning the Champions League. Bigger picture. Come on, guys. Then you guys tired of slandering Jorginho?
Why do I feel like people are dragging him out?
That he only rises above the slander at this point.
Yeah.
So, if anything, you're just making it worse. You know what I'm saying?
You saw the picture with him and Lewis, yeah? Does that look like a man that cares about all of your comments? He don't care. I'm so tired. Every week.
Oh my God.
He's being slandered to Jorginho.
You know what I would do, yeah?
Honestly, there's a lot of hot takes.
I would give 4 digits.
I got people saying sell Mount. Who is this brother saying sell Mount?
I would give so much of my money.
I don't know where you have come from. Maybe you've come from a different live chat. Around here, we don't speak nonsense, okay? Not on a consistent basis anyway. Maybe we'll have a moment or two. But what you're doing right now is just a disrespect to the game. Stop it, all right? Just stop forcing it in the chat, what you're doing there. What are them brothers saying sell Mount? Just stop it. It doesn't make any sense. Dami, control your boy, fam. this is your guy, you know. This is your guy.
Must go on him, bro. Please, fam. Please. I beg Matisse, fam. I beg you. Kufax is actually a G, so you know what I mean, but Kante, what do you mean by this comment, bro? Like, why are you saying this? You know, I'm coming from that. Do you know what the thing is there? Let me tell you. The thing is, well, I don't think you.
What's wrong with these guys?
You can't say this, and the reason why I say you can't say this is because once again, this is why I keep saying that we all know that Kante is not technically the best at passing. That's obviously the thing. But the thing is, when you've got players that are in impossible positions to get to, then he's obviously not going to
switch play. But when it comes to making a not even an eye through the needle pass, that would be overdoing it. Just making a incisive pass that leads to an attack through the lines. That's not what you're looking for him to do. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
It's like buying his space wagon. It's like buying the space wagon and expecting it to start doing like speeding and shit. You're meant to buy that for the family. Do you know where I'm coming from? You don't buy a space wagon to run games.
Do you know what the issue with Kante is, right? And it's a great problem to have, but it is a slight issue. Because he's not like a natural sitter, because he's got all this energy, he does find himself in these positions. Because he is so aggressive in the way that he hunts the ball, he presses, he gets his interceptions, he tackles. So he will always find himself in these attacking areas. And that's kind of why Sarri, bless up, kind of played him in a more attacking role, because he wanted to kind of like getting more well-rounded because he's not just a sitter. Like you can't just Kante is not one of them guys you could just play at DM and just say keep it simple because he's always going to end up getting forward. So you kind of do need him to be a bit more rounded as a player because he is. Do you know what I'm saying? Or not?
Why did you say bless up? Just really quickly.
Bless up because you just get so much disrespect.
Oh, I thought something happened to him. Like you scared. You scared me. I thought something happened. No. You know he got diagnosed. I think it was pneumonia that he had, and so that scared the life out of me.
No, he's calm. Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't think that your face just changed. I was like, what? Dami, what was you going to say there?
Now, I was going to say that you're spitting. Do you know what I mean? So, like, people are dragging Sarri for what he did, but that guy was a visionary. Do you know I'm coming from? He knew what he was doing. Obviously, Kante's defensive game was not as strong under Sarri because there wasn't really the need for it. But once again, if you look at it, people are not going to like what I've got to say. They are not going to like what I have to say now. And I know that things are a bit different, but Tuchel, Sarri, one thing they do have in common is they like to have a lot of the ball. You know where I'm coming from? And if you're not going to have a lot of the ball, and you know Kante's strong point isn't necessarily being on the ball, but you want him to play because he's a world-class player, you're going to need to push him a bit further up. Do you know where I'm coming from? So the thing with Kante right now is that he's always going to be in those positions. There's nothing that's going to change that. He will always be in those positions. So if he's always going to be in those positions, he needs to work on that attacking game a bit more. Do you know where I'm coming from? I know he's a bit on the older side, but hey, that's just how the game moves, isn't it?
This live chat today is moving mad. Yeah, of course. But I and Robin didn't have a right foot either. We just need Ziyech's left foot to be unstoppable. That's really it. Not everybody's got to be both-footed. I don't mind him being just completely left-footed because we don't have many left-footed players in the team. That's what we signed him. We signed him to have that different dynamic in his game. The fact that he will cut in on his left and he will change the angles in the attack. His left foot just has to be unstoppable. I in the future, next season, I will be hoping that he takes a bit more long shots because Ziyech can shoot. Do you know what I'm saying? He does have the ability to do that. Everybody saw the YouTube clips. Do you know what I'm saying? So
we watched it live in 4K 2 years ago, bro. We don't need to look at the YouTube clips. You know where I'm coming from. So I get where you're coming from in it, but at the end of the day, he's been on the window still. But let me not say too much.
Someone said he has
I
2
feel
star
like
weeks,
that's the next thing that Tuchel's been working on with the team. To be fair, like I can kind of see it. Like you see how a couple of weeks ago he came out and he's like, we need to do better in the final third, and then we see final third decisions getting better. Yeah. And now we're seeing them shoot more from outside the box, just taking their chances of just shooting. And this is what I like to see, man. People need to stop calling it bad decision making because you do need a couple of players who just take the chance. We haven't been getting that for over a year now, and it's refreshing, man.
I'm just watching our first goal again. Werner's hold-up play was ridiculous for that first goal.
It was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Very good.
I'm just watching it again, but the hold-up play from Werner was very good.
Are we doing
really battled for that one?
Are we doing tactical tease again?
No. I'm just looking back. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the vibes because everyone's on Mason slander in the chat for some reason. I'm just watching him take long shots and, you know what I'm saying, just testing Fabianski, just keeping his hands warm. That's what we want. Yeah, that's what we want. Do you know what I'm saying? Is it really good shot? What did you make of that red card, Anita, as well? Because me and Dami already spoke about
it. I think that we got the 3 points.
Wow.
No, I personally don't think it's a red card.
Yeah.
I can see why it's been given, whatever. I don't think it's a red card personally. I think that's way too soft. I think maybe the ref was influenced by whatever was in his ear from VAR. Yeah. When he went to go look it over, I thought, okay, the red card's definitely not going to get given now. But the fact that he looked it over and saw there was cause for a red card, I was just like, At the same time, I was milli rocking because I knew we were going to win, didn't it? Because at the I was like, all right, we'll say less.
You know what else as well? We kept Lingard quite quiet today as well.
Yeah, we did. And haters will say Lingard didn't have a good game. Nope, we didn't allow him to. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to start putting some respect on these defenders. Yeah. Kept him quiet. He had a weird free kick where he tried to catch Mendy out. Had a dipping shot as well. He had a couple shots on goal. Pulled up with a little. He looked like as if he was feeling a little injury as well at one point, but he kind of shrugged it off. I was happy enough with that. Just looking back at the red card incident there. It's not really a red card, but
yes, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry to pull it back here.
Boy.
Sorry to pull it back. I'm also watching highlights again, but I'm just looking at that Werner chance where he missed again. Look at how important it is when you've got people that can actually strike a ball well. Do you know where I'm coming from? Mason Mount striking that ball hard, middle of the post. Keeper has to parry that. If any of your attackers are actually clinical and are finished, we're 2-0 up. Do you know where I'm coming from? Those type of things. The shots, one thing that people don't understand about shots is if your shots are on target, there are many things that can happen. Number one, you can go in. Okay, that's a goal. It can push out for a corner that can lead to a goal. It can parry back into the box that can create a goal scoring opportunity. It can pass. There are so many different things that you get from just shooting the blood clot ball, fam. And we need that.
Rudiger sometimes takes more shots than some of these brothers, fam.
You're spitting. You're not.
And
wrong.
That's alarming because I don't like Rudiger being all the way up there. It brings my blood pressure all the way up to here. Like I don't like that. It's needed. And Joe Atkinson, you've been hating on Mount in the chat bear, and I don't understand. I don't understand because you're saying that Mount should have released the ball to Pulisic. Pulisic should have released the ball. In fact, let me not talk because you guys will say that I'm hating on it. I'm just saying Pulisic was awful today and we need to direct the energy to him. Mount didn't have the best game. Yes, cool, fine. But he didn't have the worst game. Let's concentrate. Yeah.
How can the best players in the club be disliked? Kante and Pogba are best in their clubs and they are always disrespected.
No.
I look, when you're the best player, then you get the highest expectations put on you. It's just how it goes, isn't it? So if you don't perform to those expectations, then people will criticize. Disrespect, I don't know, it depends on what you're reading. I don't know what you're reading. Like,
oh shit.
What?
I've just seen Kufax's super chat. Shit, man. Get well soon, bro.
All right, I'm gonna Werner goal versus tap-in, Tammy, easy for anyone. This tap-in, Tammy. Listen, you got to be in the right place. The build-up play is what I'm really impressed with.
Yeah. Chill well as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's more to a goal than just the finish. The fact that he also, did the build-up play as well, you got to give him some credit for that because he fended off the defender, was in a proper battle like Drogba for that hold-up, gave it off to Pulisic, and then got himself into the box. That's the kind of stuff that you would see maybe like an Erling Haaland hold off the ball like that, give it simple, and then dash into the box. So when people are getting their tap-ins, cool, but you need to understand that just to be in that, how many times has the ball gone across the box and the player's not in the right position? So now we can't just sit here and criticize and say, oh, well, that was just a tap-in. We could have had many more tap-ins this season if players were in the right position. So I don't really care how the ball goes in the back of the net as long as it goes in, to be honest. Get well soon, my brother. This is obviously what Dami was referring to. Down with COVID, currently blame it on the virus. Brother, rest up. Do you know what I'm saying? Rest up and get well soon. Everybody in the chat, bless emojis for the brother. Do you know what I mean? He's been in there sending in loads of super chats. Get well soon, bro.
Drink ginger. A lot of ginger. That cured me. Trust me.
Bro, green ginger. What is it?
It's just ginger. Lemon, pineapples, herbs. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
My mum made a concoction and it was nasty, but it really helped me. So do the ginger thing and always sleep with a hot water bottle as well. It will help regulate your temperature.
Definitely. Love that. Everybody in the chat. Well said, everyone. Listen, next up is Real Madrid. Shit. Tuesday, Anita. Talk to me. Are you confident? Because listen, as far as I'm concerned, this is us against football, against anti-football. This is us against Perez, isn't it? Because, everybody signed on the dotted line, but Perez is a villain. He needs to get a slap up. He's been talking a lot.
He's
been talking a lot.
My God. 40 people at our protest. I felt disrespected. I think I should have gone now. Maybe it would have been 41. Bloody hell.
He's so
you need to pull over at Specsavers. You know I'm coming from. Pull up at Specsavers and then he can see what's going on. I was gonna draw for him, but let me not get personal. You know what I mean?
Perez is this is spot on. Perez is like Thanos. Unfortunately, he doesn't have all the stones. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not even Thanos. Thanos even had a good vision, fam. Do you know I'm coming from? Like, but it's really, at least the thing is, Thanos was the bad guy in the film, but he had a good vision. It's just that the way he wanted to do things was bad. Okay, to be fair, if you
actually, to be fair, Perez.
If you think about it, it's kind of the same thing.
No, but then again, Thanos wasn't doing it for himself, innit? Perez wanted the peace. You know, I'm coming from.
He wanted the peace, bro.
Peace,
you know what I'm saying? This
he wanted to mess about UEFA, mess up the peace, but Thanos just wanted peace, innit? He wanted the world to relax.
Manchester United versus Liverpool as a spectacle. He's out here saying that only 40 Chelsea protesters were there. He's out here saying that we're going to change the amount of minutes and a half. This brother needs locking down. Yeah?
He needs God. He needs deliverance. You know, I'm coming from. You should probably go fast with I don't even think the Muslims will take you, fam. I was going to say they should go and do the thing. You know, coming from. Honestly, the way he's moving now, fam, I don't think any religion will take this brother right now. Man is moving hella mad, fam. Should stay far away.
I really hope we absolutely spank the living daylights out of them, because that team just need humbling. Do you know what I'm saying? They can't afford Mbappe and Haaland, so they try to do up a whole new thing. Do you know what I mean? With Perez at the forefront. Big game. Are you guys confident before we sign off? How you feeling?
Confident against Real Madrid.
You can never be confident against, in my opinion anyway, you can never be confident against Real Madrid. To be confident against these are European giants. To be confident against them is foolish behavior. I won't lie to you. You can't be confident. I doubt Eden Hazard will start, but it's just scary knowing that he can come on and he can change the game at any time. We know what he's capable of at the end of the day. We know what Benzema's capable of. Vinicius, even though I think the guy is kind of meaty, this season he's been proven. He's kind of meaty, he is. This season he's been proven to bail Real Madrid out of some sticky situations. So it's going to be difficult. And we've got to remember they have, the best midfield, that Real Madrid has seen in a long time. They've got Modric, they've got Toni Kroos, they've got Casemiro. It's going to be difficult to try and break all of that down. But once we're getting behind the midfield, then it's easy peasy, their back four is just a piece of ass, No, I'm joking. Ramos.
You know what I'm saying? I'm confident. I'm saying it here right now, live on camera. I'm confident.
And do you know what it is?
You know what it is, Anita? Do
you know what's going to push them harder? This could be their last Champions League, because they ain't leaving the ESL. This could be their last Champions League, and they're going to want to win it.
I'm confident. Do you know why?
Anita, please, let's just jump on, because last time when two of us were confident, things went through. So let me too, I'm confident. Yes.
Okay, you guys put your shoulder like Matisse's, because Matisse's shoulder went high for no reason. I don't understand that.
Jesus me.
Mbappe, I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to know why I'm confident? I'm confident because I feel like there's going to be some UEFA refereeing. There has to be. Listen, get that brother. What's his name? Tom Henning.
Put the Bible down.
Tom
Overrod.
Bro, get that bald bastard back in the set, bro.
Reparations.
Get him back. Get him back in here, bro.
Reparations.
Telling you, get that.
Get him back. Dami, this is next for Sky Sports player pick. Dami, read Psalms 23, man.
That's what I'm looking for.
Trust me. Listen, let me tell you something, yeah? There got to be some dodgy referee decisions in that game. I'm expecting a penalty. I'm expecting, red cards for Real Madrid. I'm expecting when they check VAR to make the line a little bit ziggity-zaggity. I'm expecting everything. Do you know what I'm saying? We've already had our time in Europe getting shafted, whether it be the Barcelona game, the ghost goal, all that kind of stuff. Now I'm trying to see some Chelsea juju up in this building. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see something else.
Psalm 22, verse 19.
This will be our final words.
Do not stay far away from me. You are my strength.
What is he doing?
Come quickly to my aid. Save me from the sword of Real Madrid. Spare my precious life from those dogs. You understand? Snatch me from the lion's jaws. And I'm not even. This is Psalm 22. Start
you
from
are unbelievable. Yeah, but why are you?
Psalm 22. Yeah.
Every
Psalm 22 verse 19. Go check your Bibles, fam. Understand? Read your Bible, bro. Understand where I'm coming from? Preaching sentence, fam. You might know. I'm a man of culture. I'm a man of culture, bro. Honestly, I can come in and do the whole thing, but listen, I'm ready to fast, fam, for this game. You understand? I'm ready to fast. For 72 hours, blood. Sunday, Monday to Tuesday. You know them ones there, fam. Less of that, bro. We move bombastically.
Aspie gonna pocket Hazard. I don't think Hazard will play. He will know his game good. So I'm okay. That's a very long word. 3-1 Chelsea on aggregate.
I think you meant to say confident. Confident. I think that's confident.
Right. Confident. I am Konga Hang Chong. What is that? Come on now. I can't pronounce words as it is, and Rose out here trying to like confuse me and shit. What are you doing, bro? Come on now. I'm already bad enough at pronouncing shit. Now you're not even writing words. Final thoughts, Dami, for this game. I'm exhausted.
Once again, I'm going to be reading that Psalm on a more serious note. That Psalm was actually quite strong. I need to go read that again. Psalm 22, verse 19. If you're a Christian, you understand. Obviously, big up to my Muslim brothers as well. You man, keep on doing your Ramadan thing as well. You understand. I actually respect them for doing that as well. But ahead of the Real Madrid game, honestly speaking, Matisse, I've been told you what I think we need to do to win this game weeks back. You know where I'm coming from? I feel like in midfield, there's nothing we can do and nothing we can produce in midfield, that will be able to catch a prime Modric, Cruz, and Casemiro. They're actually going to Matisse, that's fraudulent what you've just done. What you've done. You've not been drinking no apple juice, fam. Don't do that, fam. Come out here deceiving all the children and whatnot. You're a liar. You're a liar.
No, I'm for real.
So today was actually apple juice.
Today was actually apple. I thought let me mix things up and actually drink apple juice before.
Oh my god! Oh, I thought this man, because when I saw you drinking, I thought, why is this guy drinking this thing so fast? Is he trying to get? How drunk is he trying to get? Do you know what I mean? But nah, like I said, obviously for me personally, at the end of the day, we can't beat them man through midfield. I don't think that can ever run. I think our fullbacks need to be on some serious smoke that game. Need to be on serious smoke. And also our midfield need to be able to distribute that ball quickly. They need to be able to bypass that press because, like I said, Kante may surmount the press hard, but one thing that will always happen, I will always move faster than them to is the football. And Real Madrid can pass the ball around extremely quickly. So we need to just be on smoke in midfield. That's all it has to be. So distribution play needs to be on point. But once again, with the way Tuchel has been moving, I cannot not back him. I can't just not back him because every single opportunity where I could have denied him, he's just pulled through. So why can't you do the same against Real Madrid?
Anita, what about you? Yeah.
I think it will be difficult for them just getting behind us. I'm going to tell you that for free. I think it's going to be difficult for them to break us down because at the end of the day, we keep clean sheets. We stop teams from scoring against us, and that's the beauty of Tuchel's system. However, these are veterans in the game, so I cannot be 100% confident. I'm going in 60% confident. Actually, now 70. Now that you mentioned your UEFA and decisions might be a bit fugazi, I'm about 70% confident, but I don't know. I think someone in the comments said Kovacic is needed, and I think they're definitely right. But I think I'm Kante.
This game is made for Kante. I
think Kante will do a proper job, and Jorginho as well. But if it's anything like today, we cannot have the slow passing. We cannot have the slow pressing. We've got to be on it from the jump. And if we go in, if we go in with an attacking mentality and we're on it from the jump, then my confidence goes up. But if not, and if it's sloppy like today, and if it's sloppy like how it was midweek, it's a cause of concern.
Listen, people, I'm confident just because I think UEFA are going to do a fugazi. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they're going to start handing out cards, squiggly lines, disallowed goals.
Yeah, to mess up Madrid, innit?
Yeah, bro, listen, you have to. If Real Madrid win the Champions League after everything that's happened, that's a madness for UEFA. That's a mad. Perez lifting the trophy in Istanbul. Are you mad? And also, just before we finish, Bruce Buck and Petr Cech were at the Olympic Stadium today watching the game. So quite interesting to see after, everything happened, So, yeah.
Do you know what? I think who else is? Who played earlier? Liverpool's chairman was there as well. I think the chairman.
Are you all want to go to the games now?
Did you guys see that? Did you see that apparently they offered to buy Liverpool for 3 Bs and then them man didn't take the offer? Boom.
Who offered?
I don't know who offered, but
I don't know who offered.
Who rejects 3 Bs?
Bro, they rejected 3 Bs for Liverpool, fam.
3 Bs? I've never even heard that term before.
3 billion, fam. I came up with that one on the spot. I can't even lie. It's the right thing, fam.
They're not going to sell. The income that Liverpool generates, someone will be a fool to sell Liverpool. They'll be an idiot. They're not going to sell it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Liverpool fans. You're stuck with them. Sorry, you can go and march your march. You are stuck.
Wow. I'm gonna end the stream with a photo. Dami, let them know where to find you while I find this photo, bro.
Listen, people, like I said, I'm on my green settings today, so no video. I apologize. I don't know what it is. I actually need to go to hospital because the way I've been falling sick these last few weeks is a bit mad, isn't it? But anyways, big up to everybody. Be sure to check out the the YouTube channel. I've got series and everything. I mean, man, I've been doing the series over the last few weeks, but I'm going to have their names now. I'm going to be on a long ass trip tomorrow to London, so I'm going to drop the new graphics, drop all the things myself.
You're gonna lie to my subscribers again?
Nah, we're not lying. We're not lying. Matisse, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? We're doing the whole thing. Do you understand? Matisse, someone sent you a super chat. Yeah, you got to attend to that before I close up.
All right. Go on. Keep talking your talk.
But yeah, like I said, content is the content is there. Do you know I'm coming from? Keep on the weekly thing, not weekly, on the daily thing. You know I'm coming from. So
you need to be more loosely with your terms. Like I said, there's no lying to my subscribers.
I'm not lying.
All you need to do, all Dami said was basically what he said was go and subscribe to his channel. Link is in description. That's what he said. He didn't say any of that other stuff. He didn't give you any details or anything. Just go and subscribe. Anything can happen. Anita, talk your talk.
You be selling them dreams. I ain't even gonna sell no dreams. Y'all just follow me at FLWN_ on Twitter, on Instagram.
What does that stand for?
Flown. Oh, football life with Neats.
With who?
Neats. Yeah, that's my nickname, Neats. People call me Neats. You didn't know? And this is why I like you guys. You guys don't overstep boundaries. Yes.
Look at this photo.
What's that? Oh, Matisse, that was rude. I saw you tweet that.
I saw it as well. Do you know what I mean? Nah, Matisse, if you tweet that on your main, that's doing like 5k likes. Easy, fam.
Easy.
5,000, fam. Easy.
Easily.
Fam. Easy.
But it's actually Tottenham. Oh, that was depressing, wasn't it?
That was embarrassing. It was actually embarrassing. Honestly, like I said on my stream that day, we had more concurrent viewers on the live stream than there were people at that ground. It was mad. You know where I'm coming from? Literally. Yeah. And it was like I was only doing like 200 concurrent as well. Honest to God, it was actually embarrassing, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Rodri's saying what a player Kante would be if his final ball was at least 40% better than what it is right now. Yeah, it's true.
But he is right now. Like,
we can't have everything, I'm afraid. Unfortunately,
they want Kante to be a player that can defend, that can do midfield, that can score goals. Like, who do you think he is? Who do you think this guy is?
He's just a human.
He's human.
You say, human being.
I'm only human.
Human being.
Don't put the blame on me.
The infam. Oh, Anita, what's wrong?
Nothing. Y'all carry on.
All right. Bye.